About to leave, already packing. Come with me, I'm not really asking. We'll get away to a place where we don't know. About to see the world in action, what we can be, life with no distractions. We'll get away, this is what we waited for. Take my hand, we'll make it somehow. We can't miss out. I'm done living life with the lights out. Die with my own doubts. Be free with me. Let's go, let's be free with me. Not looking back, eyes on the freeway, Bonnie and Clyde, a classic cliche. We're on the run, this is what we waited for. Take my hand, we'll make it somehow. We can't miss out. I'm done living life with the lights out. Die with my own doubts. Be free. snow in this winterland used to look so pretty, now making me moody. In the deep woods, alone with my feels, spend too much time thinking in the engine. What is up? We are live. Welcome to the stream. Looks like we got a whole bunch of people here already. Happy with the turnout. We got Mr. Wong, Kasim, Laura, Ivory Call, Travis, Ratty Roach, and I think that's all the names I see in chat here. Welcome everybody. Thanks so much for joining. It's good to see you all. We're finally here. It's Thursday. It's time for us to do the carry stream with Ben Lee, which will start a little bit later as soon as Ben Lee comes online with his stream. Of course, the idea for this evening is that both of us will be streaming simultaneously. The link to his stream is also in the description of this video. Definitely go check his channel out. It's fire. It's really good shit in there. He's got fantastic builds. He does carry streams as well. He's very active over weekends when I usually am not streaming, or I wouldn't say usually. I'm never streaming on weekends, at least not yet. So definitely someone that you can check out. But the idea will be that 10 of my viewers will qualify for runs and 10 of his viewers. And then what we'll do is I'll host 10 of those runs, he'll host 10 of the other 10 runs, and we'll be alternating viewers from each side and basically running everybody through. So 20 carries in ho. So that's basically it. What we'll do in the first little bit of the stream though is of course at exactly 8:30, well that's basically in 29 minutes time, I will be basically compiling my list of 10 people that will be carried through, and that's gonna be basically like I'm still kind of like toying with exactly how I'm gonna do it, but I'm gonna decide in the next couple of minutes. But I'm keeping you on your toes. And yeah, so Ben is gonna do the same on his side, and that'll basically be it. After that, the list is frozen. We know exactly how many people we're carrying. I'll also then be able to give you a list, and if you're one of the people, if you're one of the 10, then you'll know exactly when your run is gonna be in terms of like the schedule. And that's basically it. We aim to start the whole thing off at 10 o'clock, so basically 2 hours from now. Ben's gonna try and get on as fast as possible as soon as he can. It might start a little bit earlier. We might be able to kick it off at 9:30 my time, so that's an hour and a half from now, otherwise 2 hours from now, and then we'll basically be running until it's done. So we're in for a long one. I think this is gonna take us a good 5 to 6 hours of stream time to get through, so I'm super excited for it. It's gonna be the longest stream I've done yet. It'll be great spending time with you guys. Let me show you what I'm rocking. So there'll be no getting up tonight to go pour Jägermeisters. Daddy's got a fresh one right here next to the desk in a cooler, good to go. The top hasn't even been cracked yet, so that's taken care of. And yeah, that's basically it. Let me see. Catch up with chat here. Orion, what's up? Anarchist 33, what is up? Welcome to the stream. Sean for Mark, good. You already subbed to him. That's fantastic. We got a fantastic bunch of content creators with Outriders, and I've actually started to become familiar with quite a few of them. So yeah, definitely share the love with everybody, and yeah, go check out the other. I mean, you know, it's not just how can I say, it's not just Ben Lee. There's tons of other great content creators for Outriders out there as well. Off the top of my head, I can say probably Cloud Plays is good as well. So is Lieutenant Buzz Lightbeer, and these are all people that down the line we could potentially look at also doing these co-streams with, depending of course on the success of this and how much you guys enjoy it. So that's really cool. Laura, thank you so much for the 5 donation. I really appreciate it. It's my pleasure. I'm glad that I could help you with the Devastator. I'm glad that you're kicking ass with that class right now, so good on you. I'm doing well, Ivory. I've been looking forward to this stream for a while now.
And I'm glad that we can finally do it. And it's basically the end of the week, so you all know how I feel about that shit. So I'm super pumped. Can't wait. Ethan, what's up? Thanks, man. You're really like on point with the t-shirt. Your t-shirt game is off the hook. Like, you usually notice the t-shirts, but thanks. Yeah, this is a cool one. You can't really see at the bottom, but we've also got a AT-AT in there as well, so that's pretty cool. Thanks for noticing. Anarchist, you catch Bentley all the time. You've done a couple of stream runs with him as well. Great, fantastic. I know that Bentley is doing one of these with Cloud Plays on Saturday night as well, so definitely keep an eye out for that. It'll be cool to see those two together as well, so that's pretty sweet. Sean, SA special. Let the party start. Absolutely, Angel, absolutely. So for tonight, with regards to builds, right, I'm gonna be rocking two different ones. So for the games where I'm going to be the host, I'll be doing a Technomancer bullet build, firepower build, because it's just that works really well if you're the host of the game, and obviously you don't have to worry about losing bullets and that sort of thing. At least I think so. I can sort of play around with it and see if I need to change some skills or something like that, but that'll be the build for the ones which I'm hosting. And for the ones which Ben Lee is hosting, I'll probably be doing like my super naughty phaser pyro, debuff phaser pyro, probably. That's what I'm feeling. Now, also for tonight, we've got the most drinking game rules yet. so rules to have Jaegers too, which I'll be revealing in a short while, of course, as usual. And yeah, we can check it out. I'm also super pumped because I finished all the pieces for my Trickster, my Bullet Trickster. So there'll be a video coming out on that build soonish as well. But yeah, it's all working out. Let's go to live here and see if I can catch the game. Should be coming up now. Fantastic. So this is the build that I'll be running when I host. This is the Blighted Rounds Techno that I'm talking about. If you all would like, I can quickly run through the skill setup and all of that so you can see what I'll be packing. Kasim, you put on a reminder for this. Fantastic. I love that. I love the support, man. Thank you so much. So obviously your best bet with Bullet Techno is to run a really decent assault rifle. So I've got a 94.3 roll tactical here, which works pretty well, I have to say. It's not like a guard roll. Guard roll would of course be 99.7. But this is fairly decent. It's got Bone Shrapnel and Killing Spree on there. Of course, you've got some options. It doesn't have to be Killing Spree. You could also, for instance, be using Dark Sacrifice, which I have on this Amber Vault here. And here I'm partnering Killing Spree and Dark Sacrifice together. This gun shreds. I've used it on stream before. It's like a straight up monster. This thing is disgusting. Then from, you know, just from an armor perspective and the mods there, I'm doing something a little bit different this time around. So since it's a co-op game, you don't have to worry about most of the hate, or basically all of the hate from the enemy shooting and everything like that coming your way. Plus, if you're playing Bullet Techno, you're kind of like backline support in any case. The other guys, the other two players are sort of like in between you and the enemies, and you're picking them off at range. So you can kind of afford to be a little bit more squishy and really push out like the damage. So with that in mind, what I have on here is I have Crit Stack and I have Bloodlust. Then I have Captain Hunter and I have Perseverance Shield. I have Euthanizer and I have a Rejuvenation. I have Radical Therapy and I have Dum Dum Bullets. And then lastly, I have Sharp Eye and I have Toxic Lead. So as you can see, this is like fully configured to just drop just a ridiculous amount of DPS, and that's really the point of this. So that's really like the point with this. Now, let's say for instance I have issues with keeping my reload mechanic going. In any case, look, if I'm using Amber Vault, you have so many bullets, like the clip size is massive, right? So you have just a lot more opportunity to refresh. But if at the beginning when I'm using the tactical I notice that I'm losing too much, then I might just end up dropping, like for instance, radical therapy and sacrificing a little bit of DPS there, or I might drop crit stack, for instance, and get in like a mod that can help me with the reload, or rather from the reload perspective. In terms of skill, this is fairly straightforward for me. I don't play the cold snap version of this build because as you can see, I'm also not rocking the Borealis chest. So I run blighted rounds, blighted turret, and I run cryo turret. Now, the only reason you have blighted turret in here, really honestly, is because you want to be able to benefit from, let me find it. Ooh, and I didn't even... It's good that I'm looking at this now because I'm missing a talent. So, oh, am I? No, I'm not. I'm talking shit, right? No, here it is, of course. So I haven't played Technomancer in so long that I'm just basically confused myself. But basically activating DK increases weapon damage for you and your allies by 40% for 10 seconds. So every time I drop that turret, I get this buff. And the turret is on a stupidly cool low cooldown of 6.5 seconds. So you can essentially always have it up and always get that, you know, weapon damage bonus. The cryo turret's good. Like sometimes it pulls off some really cute little freezes on mobs that are close to you or coming close to you, and that really just helps you sort of like deal with any potential issues, right? I kind of like showed the class tree already, but this is basically it. This is very standard for a firepower Technomancer. So I mean, I'm obviously trying to pick up as much damage as possible. I'm getting nitrogen capsules to shrink the distance between close range and long range, so that, you know, I benefit maximum from my close range damage and my long range damage, which I'm stacking on all of my gear. You're getting the additional ammo, you're getting 2 sides of power, so you're basically dealing way more damage, but you're also taking more. Like I said, empowering antennas on there, and then of course exposing toxin plus the additional vulnerable effect here. Vulnerable is ridiculously powerful because of course the fact that you're dealing 25% additional damage to that particular thing that has vulnerable on it, and then of course with marked for execution on it, it just enhances the effect even more. So this really eats its way through mobs, especially trash. Trash usually dies from one burst of a tactical rifle, and you know, bosses go down quickly. Now I happen to know that for the when I'm running this, Ben's going to be running a debuff pyro, so hopefully we're going to see some just disgusting damage numbers, and it's going to be very sexy. Angel, you're saying it's been a while, we didn't see me playing the Techno. Absolutely. I think that very first carry stream I did, I played with the Techno, and then it's pretty much been a mixture of other stuff since then, mostly pyro. So yeah, I'm super excited to get sort of back into it again. It'll be nice. Commie Hamster, hey man, been following your Outrider guides for a while, really helpful. Thanks man, I appreciate the feedback and I appreciate the support. That's why I make them. I aim to help you guys understand things better about the game, or give you better, you know, sort of like a nice blueprint for builds and stuff. So super excited it's working, super excited you found it helpful. You're most welcome. Tonius, thank you so much for the support. Yes people, hit the likes, go nuts on those. Mr. Majestic, what's up? Gezondheid. One Sleepy Asian, vulnerable is only 15% now, 25% was pre-patch. Really? I was under the impression they restored it back to 25%, but I mean, you're probably right. Where did I see it? I'm trying to think now when recently I looked at vulnerable. Yeah, I mean, it's possible that it is 50 now. I'm trying to think where I read it, but I think I read it on like the wiki or something like that. And if that's the case, then probably the wiki just hasn't been updated yet, or doesn't reflect the new value. Anarchist, you think you're the only techno who runs the damage mitigation melee node? Which one is that? Damage mitigation melee node? Where would that be? Is it? Oh, you mean Winter's Barrier? Okay, so you sacrifice 2 points and you shoot 2 more down here. You go for the health, and then you go for, after using your class melee skill, increase damage mitigation by 40%. The thing is, let me ask you this. How often do things actually make it to your face is what I'm thinking. Because the kind of the way that I play the Techno is I try to stay as far away from enemies as possible. I always want to engage them between 10 and 20 meters from me. And I just try to, like, you know, murder everything that's sort of, you know, coming towards me. So I kind of don't see myself using melee very often, but that's certainly extremely powerful. Like, increased damage mitigation by 40% is ridiculous, right? But yeah, it's I don't really see myself playing the Techno that way. William, hello, 2 of my favorite YouTube geniuses, I guess. How is everybody doing today? Thank you so much, I appreciate the support. One sleepy Asian, yeah, unfortunately they didn't change the values within the game, the way they read. Yeah, for sure. Sean, you can't play Techno, you just die. Devastator main. Yeah, it shouldn't. I think I said it on the stream on Tuesday, that something that you come to appreciate about this game is that the classes, they are a lot of the times a lot of similarities, especially if you use the same weapons and stuff like that, but they really do play differently. And if, like, for instance, when I had about 80 or 90 hours on the Techno is when I moved to the Pyromancer. And I really had to teach myself to stop shooting stuff and start relying on my abilities way more, my skills. And it's a lot of the times, I can imagine that if you are, as like your example, yeah, if you're a Devastator main, then, you know, it'll be a hard switch for you to not want to be like in the face of enemies the whole time and kind of like attacking things up close. So I can imagine that could be a problem. Anarchist, you play kinda dangerously since you're not fully spec'd into long range, but I do that and refill ammo off the frozen enemy if I'm too low, and then cold snap everything else. Yeah, exactly. I do think there's room to probably use this melee if you're also starting to use like cold snap in the rotation. So if you involve like the Borealis piece or something like that, so that you get what is it called, Icicle Storm, which is super powerful. I mean, that is one of the better versions of bullet Techno for sure, is to basically use this chest piece and then just I think obviously sacrifice. Crit stack goes out. I mean, ideally I wouldn't use rejuvenation either. I'd probably use something like damage absorber or mitigation from death, because you're shooting down the barrel in any case the whole time. So yeah, but the point is to work that chest in somehow. I mean, I might even try just building that shit, but you know, this has worked for me, and I mean that I think that's the operative word. This works. So I don't mind it too much. Let me show you the pyro that I'll be running in the games where I join Ben's games. William, you can't aim for shit. You go AP Mad Bomber Technomancer. I need to still build that. I absolutely want to still build that. So yeah. Ratty Roach, I guess you can just use the melee whenever to get the mitigation bonus. Yeah, but I mean, so, oh yeah, I mean, that's true. I can't feel stupid now. You would just use the melee. It doesn't actually have to hit something. I mean, yeah, that was a bit of a dope from my side. Yeah, I mean, you could just like shoot and then just melee when there's poo, right? You don't actually have to hit something. Yeah, fair point. I was like thinking that you actually have to hit something for the effect to proc, but that's probably not the case at all. So yeah, good point there. Anarchist, yes, I use the robe, but I'm thinking of venturing away from it like you did and see how I like it. You see, the only reason why I don't like the chest is you lose out on some, because what is the, let me quickly go back. What is the substats of the chest? Because that was one of the things that I didn't like about it. Is that you, I mean, oh, I just hit continue again. It's probably negligible, the amount, you know, of damage or whatever that you lose, but let's have a look quickly. Angel, thank you so much for the 10. Much appreciated. Thanks, my dude. I really, really appreciate it. Thanks for the support. Cheers. So let's have a look. Yeah, so see, this has bonus firepower, status power, and long range damage on. It's not too bad. You only really lose out on the close range damage, right? So that's kind of negligible. That's like 10% close range damage. And the status power is probably a cool thing because that makes your cold snap last a little bit longer as well, right? Because that is driven, the length that stuff is frozen is driven by your percentage status power, essentially. Yeah, that Mad Bomber Techno, William, is definitely something that I'm interested in having a look at, even just from a completely different way of playing the game, right? So I'm super keen on that. One Sleepy Asian, yeah, you tested at camp first. Some melees do need to strike enemies. Yeah, that's what I was thinking, because the game is kind of wonky like that some melees can proc off just hitting, like, you know, the air, and other ones actually have to hit something for the effect to kick off. So yeah. Anomaly scything for the trickster requires confirmed melee to proc. Yeah, exactly. Okay, so let's have a quick little look-see at what the pyro looks like. So as I mentioned, this is a pyro that is set up around heat wave, thermal bomb, and phaser. And what I mean by debuff is, of course, the fact that I utilize branded, which is really powerful. It's an effect that comes off thermal bomb. It's a mod that you can put on thermal bomb. But also because I'm using phaser, I try to stack as much status power as possible, because phaser, of course, is affected by the amount of status power you get by essentially boosting the damage of the skill by 210% of your status power. So it's a noticeable effect the more status you put into it. So of course I try to do that. Now, my favorite weapon to use that has status on it is, of course, Air to the Desert. So I use that with Sandstorm and Fortress. And then I've got the very, very standard Moaning Winds Fortress Anamoy on here. Now, from a mod perspective, what I'm using is Fire Tsunami and Double Fun. So that means each thermal bomb cast splits up and hits 2 different targets. I'm using branded. As I said, branded is ridiculous because the enemies that are affected by the skill take 40% more damage, which is pretty big. And this is, of course, a fantastic way to also empower the other characters that are with use damage. Now, while I'm running Pyro, Bentley is going to be running his Techno, which is a really filthy Borealis Techno as well, which deals just a crap load of damage. So we're probably also going to see some ridiculous, numbers coming from that. Coincidentally, if anybody watched Bentley's stream last Friday, I showed up in that stream and ended up doing a couple of runs with him, about 5, 6, or maybe 7 runs, and I was running this build and we were just shredding like expeditions. Then on the third item on me pants, I'm using Anomaly Echo, which comes with the pants, and then I've got Ashen Champion on there, which is absolutely a necessity when you are running phaser. On the gloves, I've got Burnt Out and Size Matters, which is also kind of really somehow Burnt Out is, running Heat Wave without Burnt Out is kind of like redundant. And Size Matters with the phaser beam makes a huge difference, because you can kind of like, instead of having to aim the phaser directly at what you're trying to hit, you can kind of like put it in the middle of a bunch of stuff and it'll kill things on both sides of the beam, which is just so sexy. And then of course I've got frequent phase on here because I just want to be shooting as many phases as I can, as is humanly possible. And I've got Untamed Power on here, which is like dumb with this build. And what I mean by that is first of all, you've got extremely low cooldown, so you're shooting and just doing stuff the whole time. And this also procs off melee, so if you melee, it also activates Untamed Power. Now the point is, I'm increasing my AP through some of the class nodes, so my AP ramps up, and then that in turn ramps up the Untamed Power damage. So a lot of the times, on maps that have monsters that try to like jump on you or whatever, or guys that try to come up to you and melee to you, you don't even have to spend attention on them and shoot them with stuff. They're just basically dying to Untamed Power. Now, as I said, And this uses heat wave, thermal bomb, and phaser. Look at the sweet cooldowns. They're so low. It's juicy. 5.3 second phasers, just firing them out. I've got a heat wave of 5.5 seconds, and then thermal bomb coming in at an 8.6. In terms of the class node, we're going mid-tree, which kind of makes this build a little bit more tankier. You know, you can take a little bit more damage, which is why I'm not really rocking any defensive mods. And you're just basically trying to pick up as much cooldown as you can for all your different skills, not skins. Distant Flame is awesome here because it just gives you a whole lot more anomaly power for each one of these magma golem nodes that you pick up. You use Anomalous Lava, which procs nicely off of your heat waves to give you some additional armor if you're in a spot of trouble. You're getting a lot of skills life leech because of the nodes in this particular tree as well, but Fuel for the Embers really helps that. And then Magma Elemental is where it gets so naughty, because Magma Elemental of course ramps up your armor piercing and your resistance piercing for 10 seconds after you use heat wave, but also after you use phaser. So you'll pretty much have this buff up all the time, and so you're just like shooting for really fat numbers. And that's it. Those are the two builds. Now in 5 minutes time, we're gonna be picking, or we're gonna be, you know, getting our 10 viewers who are gonna be carried, and then basically I would say an hour and a little bit after that is when we'll start with the actual carries. Super pumped. Let me read some stuff. I just went off on one of my build tangents again, and I was neglecting chat. William, with that AP Technomancer, any other AP builds will benefit greatly. Exactly, because it is also kind of like a boost. By the way, speaking of boost, did any of you catch the post today by People Can Fly, and they kind of detailed the new patch that's coming out, which is going to drop sometime early next week? I'm a little bit disappointed because there were no details of, you know, major buffs coming to certain skills, anything like that. But something that they did put on there, which was super interesting to me, was that they had a change to the Borealis class, you know, the legendary, the set item bonus or whatever. And it looks like they're finally fixing that, and I'm super excited for now actually having a full-on freeze debuff Borealis build. I think it could actually work now if those changes, you know, actually work out, and if it, you know, if it plays out the way that I think it's going to play out. Tonius, on your Moaning Wind rotations, you switched out Fortress on Anemoy for Radiation Splash to add Vulnerable. I have that on, I think I have it on my Trickster. I don't have it on my Pyro. Might be a good idea. I'm not opposed to that. I might give that a little try. See, William, the route I have you on today doesn't have great tower reception between the two cities, so I'm probably going to be behind quite often in the stream, but I'll try and pop in at live here and there. Perfect, thanks, man. I really do appreciate the support, man. I mean, I don't know anybody else that's like actively driving a truck or a vehicle and watching, so I really appreciate it. Of course, always be safe, man. It's far more important to concentrate on the road than it is to concentrate on me or Ben Lee for that matter. So yeah, but thanks for the support, man. Jacobite Games, I never, so do something for me here now. Is it Jacobite Games or Jacobite Games? So is it the first one or the second one? So I just so I can say it right. But welcome to the stream. I appreciate it. I like the beer emoji there. I hope you're having a cold one. Let's get Radiation Splash on here. I have to find it. That's Bombs Ahead. That is definitely not the right one. Looking for it. It's like I always find this shit. I'm not gonna lie, I find it relatively easily. Do I not have it on this character? I'm sure I do. It's always the last one you look at, right? So silly. Okay, cool. Well, I'm gonna try that out. I'm always game for something. I mean, I did use it with the Trickster. So it's kind of like different, you know, with the Trickster, obviously. It's Jacobite. Gotcha. You just got home from a day trip to Loch Lomond with the family. Nice. Was the weather good? I assume it was. So let's clear the cobwebs here a little bit. Oh, I see it's half past. Let me actually let me do this. Let me quickly back out and let's do this. So Ivory, that's just shocking. I can't believe that you have a death shield yet. That really doesn't make any sense to me, to be honest. I mean, maybe we can carry you tonight, and maybe tonight's the night, right? Who knows? So speaking of carries, what I would like you all to do now is, if you want to be one of the 10 people to be carried, I need you to post in chat now and just post carry. I will take the first 10 people that post carry in chat and I will add them to the list. Albert Gile, what is up? Thanks for joining the stream. So just post carry. Ben. What's up, man? Thanks for joining the stream, dude. I can't wait to play with you later. Oh wait, that sounds so fucking wrong, right? Yeah, but if you're throwing your hat into the ring there, Ben, then I'm gonna have to make it 11, right? Okay, it's coming in nicely. So let's see. Jun Kake, my status power is crazy. You should hit a good 3 to 5 million. I get about, if I get the right mix of debuffs and stuff, then I get like 6.5 to 7 million per hit. So it's actually quite naughty. Sean, 10 is your bedtime. You have to get up at 5. I feel you. Well, there's always the next time. Okay, so yeah, call me hamster. Exactly. Ben Lee needs a carry as much as I don't know. I need a haircut, right? Like, not at all, bro. Let's see. Okay, so first we got Ivory, so you're on number 1, and then we've got Cheeky Ben, so I'm gonna not write your name up. Orion, I've got Laura. Nice. Next, who else have we got? Tonius, I'm gonna put you on the list. No problemo. And what else have we got? William, my man. Nice. Arconus Wolf, what's up? Thanks for joining the stream. Mook Bars, I got you. Now, what I also need you guys to do in the meanwhile, if any of the people that want to be carried tonight, this isn't a requirement, but if you haven't joined the Discord yet, please go ahead and do that. It kind of just makes this a little bit easier in terms of providing you with an invite code to get into the game. So if you haven't joined the Discord server yet, you got tons of time. The link is in the description of this video, so definitely go hit that there. And yeah, just get on the Discord. It's going to make it a little bit easier for me to get you the invite code, and like I said, we can get you sorted. It's still a while before we start the carries, so we'll basically probably start in about an hour and a half, I would say, probably something like that. But I've got you on Mook, I've got you there. Ben, enjoy the time with your daughter, dude. There's really no rush. That's way more important than games, man. Kids are awesome. Just spend time with the girl, and when you put it down, we'll fire off these carries. I got all the time in the world. I don't have all that much work to do tomorrow, so We can make this a late one. What is it? Your phases are hit Dr. Detonator for 21 million in one event. Oh wow, dude. William, that's a lot of damage. You're gonna pull over when it's your turn. Albert Gile, it sucks that you're always working when I'm doing carries. Yeah, I know. I do want to do one of these like over a weekend as well. I think that's a great way to sort of just involve a little bit more people. I know the week carries is a little bit of it, plus the time zone thing as well, right? Because I'm sitting all the way in Europe, and I know a whole bunch of you are, you know, in America or something like that. So the time zone difference is a bit of a stinky one, and it might be a bit better on weekends. So it's definitely something I can look at in future. So I'm thinking about it. Super Stoned Eskimo, what's up? Thanks for joining the stream. Mook Bars, the Discord details is in the description of this stream that you're watching right now. So if you just look in the description, there's going to be an invite that you can hit. Once you hit that invite, you're going to go through to the Discord, and you can just go into the server access channel. You type I want access and you get access immediately, just like that. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Ben Lee, will do, my man, giving her a nice color of food right now. Fantastic. June Kake should have done this tomorrow. Friday night would have been great. Unfortunately, look, you're absolutely right. Friday night would have been a monster. I do have a prior commitment. Unfortunately, my Fridays are usually booked out because it's my Warzone evenings that I play with other teams. So unfortunately, that's a commitment that I'm in, which I also take very serious. I love my Warzone time, but it's something we can look at in future for sure. Ivory called, welcome to the assembly. Thank you so much for the support, and welcome to the squad, to the assembly. Thanks so much. I really do appreciate it. We're really growing. We've got quite a few members already. That means we're almost ready for another batch of emojis and that sort of thing, but play around with the ones that are there. Also, by the way, give me suggestions of emojis that you guys that are members, that you would like to see. I've got mostly emojis are around some of the stuff which I say, and obviously there's seems to be a whole bunch of Jägermeister shit and beers, but definitely there's always other emojis that we can do for sure. William, you're already in the Discord, so if I want to send me a code whenever it's time, I can already do that. I believe you already have an open DM. Okay, 100%. I will do that for sure. Laura, you're in the US. It's 1:36 p.m. here. Yeah, exactly. Mr. Majestic, it's 8:30 a.m. here. I should jump on GeForce now at the office. Okay, Sean, I think I see you there. I believe your Discord name is Witcher1973, so you have access to the server now. All good. Thanks for the support. Thanks for joining. You're drinking coffee, Mr. Majestic. That's good. I will sometime soon have a Jägermeister, I imagine. Junkake, also, I missed the chat. He said in India it's 12 a.m. here. Have a call first thing in the morning. Damn. Kamal Sims, carry if you don't have to leave for work by then. So it'll basically be an hour and a half from now. So depending on when you need to leave for work. Let's see, what else have we got here? Ivory, worth it. You're an absolute legend and love your content. Thanks, man. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. Since everyone is doing their time zones, it's 12:08 a.m. here. Well, we certainly have a big selection of people from all over the place, which is fantastic. Let's see. Travis, oh, I know the company you work for logo. You know the company I work for logo? Did you see it somewhere? Kasim, I did figure out how to pick the 10. It's currently open, so if you want to be on the list, just basically say carry, just type carry, which I assume you want, so I will definitely put you on the list. Also be sure to join the Discord. I'm just keeping an eye out to see if anybody else wants access. Yeah, absolutely, guys. So I mean, this is gonna be a long stream, right? So if you're on the list right now, and for some reason, like 2 or 3 hours from now, when we basically get to you, you can't, or you need to go halfway, something like that, guys, please don't feel obligated or anything like that. Do your real world stuff and everything like that. So if you got to get off the list or something like that, don't feel bad. Just tell me, I take you off the list or anything like that. It's really no problem, and we can adjust this thing on the fly. You know, there's such thing as responsibilities and so forth. Kasim, I've got you on the list. That makes you number 7, guys. That means we have 3 spots open. I feel like I missed. I'm just making sure that I didn't miss anyone, which would be terrible. Okay. Junkaki, what time do we guys start? Would want to watch one expedition before you go to sleep? So basically, I would say an hour and 20 minutes from now. Maybe an hour and a half, something like that. So 90 minutes from now, we'll probably be busy with our first expedition. I'm gonna do just a couple of like mess around ones now, and then obviously we'll start. Albert, it's gonna be a long one. So my estimation is to complete 20 expeditions. I think in total my stream's probably gonna be around between 5 and 6 hours, I would say, something like that. 100%. No problem, Ben. It's all good. I've made accommodations for the time. June, thank you so much for the support. I appreciate it. Sleep well, my friend. Sleep well. And I'll definitely keep it up. Check out the replay and let me know what you think. Okay, so maybe now's a good time to quickly pop up the labels and things like that. So I just need to, so as usual, we'll have the super chats and stickers and stuff up here. I think I need to quickly reset because that's still showing the previous session stuff. So 1 second. Let me actually just quickly reset those. I don't know why it didn't do the reset. It's a little bit, I have to be honest, I'm still learning a lot of, you know, like the overlays and that sort of thing. So that's my own fault. Bear with me, peeps. I'm just quickly figuring out. There we go. Okay, so I think I found it. So let me just quickly clean this out. 1 sec. Yeah, there we go. I think I got it. So we had 2 already so far today. And of course now I need to, there we go. Fantastic. Sorted. Tell me something. Can you all see the number next to where it says super chat / stickers equals? Is there a number there? There should be a number 2, because in the previous stream I noticed that I couldn't see the number, but the people watching could see it, which was strange. You just did the Michael Jordan celebration, making the final shot from the finals when I made this list. Fantastic. Nice one, Kasu. So just let me know if you guys can see a number next to the super chats stickers little thing there. There should be a number 2. Okay, fantastic. Let me sort that out quickly. We got all the time we can. By the way, we still have 3 slots open, so anybody that still wants to carry, let me know. I kind of thought they'd fill up a bit quicker. I was literally thinking like I'd have to turn people down, but so far not. Okay. No, not themes. What am I doing? Okay. Super chats. How do I get that fucking thing now? Oh, damn. Why is it not bringing up the count? That's strange. This was working earlier, I'm not gonna lie. So if I emulate, I'm just gonna try something here quickly. Just gonna do this. Yeah. There it comes now. Okay. So that works. Okay, so I just fired off a test there to see, but now I just need to reset that again. So much. Okay. Activity feed widget. And then the minute I do that, then I'm okay. I'm just gonna have to manually keep track of this. This is so silly. Oh, I need to catch up here quickly. Hold on. Travis, it's not showing on phone. Cool. Yeah, no, I think there's a wee bit of a problem there. Lord Jimbob, how do carries work? So basically the idea here is myself and Ben Lee will be 2 of the 3 slots in a 3-man squad. Then a viewer comes on and we do like CT15, and we essentially just complete like a end game expedition. And so it can be like, for instance, that you don't have CT15 yet, that you've only managed to go to CT10 or CT12 or whatever, and then basically we'll get you that done and dusted and get you 1, you know, CT onwards. So that's the basic idea. One sleepy Asian, you don't need carries, but you can help. I'm just playing with different synergies on all 4 classes. I'll definitely keep that in mind if I can't fill the slots for sure. YT, what's up? My day's great. I love Thursdays. It means the end of the week is upon us. And I've been looking forward to this stream for so long. So yeah, it's a great day. Let's see. Who else have we got? Where to go in Discord for a sign up? Travis, if you want to be on the list, you can just type carry here and I'll add you to the list. No problem. Arconis Wolf, I see you for carry, so I got you. Stole Quaid, what's up? Thanks for joining the stream, man. How do you sign up for it then? Lord Jimbob, if you want to carry, exactly, perfect. That's exactly how you do it. And then I'm gonna assume, Travis, that you want to carry, so then I'm gonna add you and you'll be number 10. If that's incorrect, then let me know and I'll take you off. Yeah, it's great that we have some cross-pollination of support between myself and Ben. We share a lot of you guys, and it's really great to see the support for us, for him, as well as for me. And I really appreciate the time that you guys make for us, and that we can do these things together. It's awesome. Travis, I got you, baby. So that's then the list of 10 done and dusted. It's locked in now. Let me quickly, let's do this, right? Let's see. Bluetooth. Sorry you can't get on your PC, but you'll be watching the stream. Thanks so much for the support. I appreciate it. I hope you enjoy it. Yeah, William. Now, definitely William doesn't need a carry, and mostly William plays with to do more damage than me and basically get me to drink a Jägermeister. So that's mostly the reason that William plays. But look, we call it a carry stream, right? But of course, it's also just about playing with the community. So definitely the last 3 or 4 carry events that I've done, I don't really think that I needed to really carry anybody. Most guys were doing insane damage. We were doing very fast runs. So it's very much just also like a community thing, right? It's not so much about actually helping guys through difficult content. Let me quickly just pop into the Discord again and just make sure that everybody has access. Okay, so whoever's just applied on Discord now has access as well. Do also bear in mind that you've got plenty of time. You've still got like basically, I would say, what is it, like 70 minutes, like an hour and 10 minutes. Get onto my Discord so that it makes it easier for me to provide you with the invite code. The Discord link is in the description here. It just makes this whole thing a lot easier. YT William is also responsible for getting Ben a bit drunk. well, that's William for you. and you drunk too. Come to think of that, on the Eye of the Storm streams. That's awesome, William. You are quite the assassin. Then I like it. Travis, would I rather have you run a debuff or an overheat build? Good question. So in the runs that I am running, I'm doing, of course, the bullet build, and I think Ben is also running a debuff build, and he's also using overheat. So you guys might be triggering each other's like combos or something like that. So maybe go for a debuff. I don't know. It's entirely up to you. It doesn't really make that big a difference. So what I actually want to say to you, Travis, is play the one that you want to play the most. Pick whatever you want to play it. We'll make it work. I don't think we're gonna struggle at all. So really no worries. You're Texan, so drink up 100%. Well, I mean, I could say the same thing. I'm basically Namibian. Well, not basically. I'm Namibian, South African, and we have the same kind of culture, right? So it's all good. We do have quite a few Texans in here, though. I was gonna say, William, you're not the only Texan that I've had in chat here. So I definitely seem to be attracting a certain demographic for sure. Ivory, you're using your Devastator when we play? Fantastic. YT, you allowed yourself to be convinced to take shots the same time as Ben on the on the Eye of the Storm streams. That's a terrible, awful agreement you made. Ben saying you can time the overheats. Yeah, 100%. Yeah, look, again, like I said, I don't think we're going to be struggling to make it, through the expeditions. I think there's going to be plenty of damage and everything. So I think it's far more important to just play what you feel like playing and what you're going to have fun, playing on stream. Bluetooth, you'd like to go the looking for group on my Discord, but you can't find that section. So the looking for group section is literally in the Outriders channel. So you've got Outriders, then you've got general chat, and then you've got looking for groups. So yeah, it's right there. I don't know what to say. Expeditions will be a heap of fun. Yeah, look, I was there were a couple of runs we did on Bentley's stream on Friday where we just completely shredded the expeditions. It was ridiculous. It was very fast clear times. It was nuts. Yeah, Ben, thanks for that help. It could just be a case of that you're not seeing all of the channels Bluetooth, because there's quite a bit. So you actually have to just scroll down on that left side where you have the channel view, because it's quite far down, unfortunately. Okay, so let's quickly just do the usual thing. So we're going to have a carry count there. We're going to have a Jaeger count there. And now I think what some of you might have been waiting for is the Jaeger rules for tonight. So they are as follows. Cannonball drops on this channel. You know we drink Jägermeister when Cannonball drops for me. This is a dangerous one for tonight because of the sheer volume of runs we're gonna do. So let's just say I'm hoping I don't get a shitload of Cannonball drops tonight, because it's gonna be nuts. Then secondly, lowest damage drink. So if I do the lowest damage in the group of 3, that is a Jägermeister. Then at 10 carries, so halfway through the 20 carries, I drink a Jägermeister just because it's juicy and I just gotta. And then at 20, when we complete, I will do another one. Then if we get 5 new channel members, of which we already have 1, thank you Ivory, then that is a Jägermeister shot. If we get 10 super chats or stickers, anything like that, basically those donations, that is also a Jägermeister shot. Of those we already have 2. Thank you again Angel and Laura. And then lastly, if this stream gets 150 likes, that's also a Jägermeister. We're already up to 26 likes. 150 likes is a lot for my stream. I've never gotten that much. I think the closest I've ever gotten was in the 80s or the 90s or something. So 150 is a lot for me. YT, I definitely think I need to work out some system where I basically just have like a shot pourer that just like takes the shot and just go blip and just blip, like just feeds it in, right? So yeah. Corpus Christi is a great name for a town. I've heard about, I think I've seen Corpus Christi on Supernatural, the series. That's the first time where I saw that, but I also thought that was a fantastic name for a town. I just quickly want to check. Someone asked you, Arconus Wolf, where do you need to be in Discord? You don't have to be anywhere. As soon as you've joined the Discord, I can see you there, and so then I can provide you with the invite code once it's your turn. Yeah, exactly. One of those beer can things. The only problem is, like, I actually have one of those that it's like in a cupboard here somewhere that I bought like for a joke or something. And I actually went and dug it out a while back to look, and the bottle, even if you get one of the small Jägermeister bottles, doesn't really fit in the holster. So I've done the legwork. I've checked it out already. But yes, Kasim, exactly. I might need a carry to bed, that's for sure. Hopefully it doesn't ramp up too nuts, but we'll see how it goes. I'm ready to go. I can take the heat. Let's go. I've been training for this my entire life. Okay, so let me just knock the dust off here. Yeah, definitely YT, there's some ingenuity that I could probably work into to making it work. I'm actually a little bit intimidated on for doing it, because I'm scared that once I do it, then I end up liking it too much that I'm just sitting here with that fucking hat on the entire time, which is just nuts. Fenrir, what is up? Thanks for joining. Appreciate it. How are you? How is this Thursday finding you? Also, by the way, something that I've neglected to mention is that me and Ben are going to be on Discord together. So you guys are going to be able to hear us speaking to each other. And on this stream, you'll hear Ben's voice, and you'll also be able to hear me on his side when we're communicating with each other, which is pretty cool. I think that's badass. And I promise I'm gonna try and keep the potty mouth to a how can I say, a minor level when I'm actually talking with Ben, which I'm sure some of the parents in this scenario will appreciate. But of course, for my stream, you guys know I have to drop the odd F-bomb in and once in a while. I'm so comfortable around you guys. I'm so comfortable sitting here that I can't help it. It just happens. Dude, why did that guy was just like fucking a statue. Like that phaser did like nothing. Hey. Don't rush me. I'm busy here. I don't know if you guys saw, but the damage that was coming off, you see, the AoE that just comes from just standing around me basically is just something special. If you are so intent on dying, I can help you out with that. Ow. Did I just get hit by a barrel again? Well, I mean, as of course, right? I don't even know why I asked that. Just swear in Afrikaans, Mr. Majestic. You see, my problem is this, right? I would do that, but I've actually... I speak Afrikaans to so few people. I mean, even my wife is English, so I speak it so little that I've kind of lost touch with my roots a little bit. So it's just swearing in English just kind of rolls off the tongue. But it is kind of like riding a bicycle, right? Like it comes back to you. So that's probably not a bad idea. And I mean, it could be a learning experience for you all as well. It's always good to learn swear words in a different language, right? It can help you out in a tight situation, for sure. I guess. I'm trying to think of good reasons to look at swearing as being like a positive thing, right? Which I guess it's not. Although, and I'm not just tooting my own horn here, but it has been well proven that people that cuss a lot are actually generally of high IQ. Right? So there's some, how can I say, sorry, I'm just trying to, I don't know, kind of feel a little bit squishy. But I think it's because I've already tuned this build to essentially be ready for the streams tonight. No, don't do that. I wasn't anywhere near that frozen. Dude, if you're intent on dying, I can escort you to the afterlife. It would be my pleasure. There you go. There's always one, and I'm assuming, yeah. You little dipshit. There we go. Sean, 448 hours and still no statue helm? Damn, dude. Have you tried the hunts and just seeing if you can get it to drop through there? Because of course it's part of that loot pool now. So, I mean, that would be my my advice to you at this point. I mean, what do you have to lose, right? Oof. I gotta say, I love the range of the bomb. It goes far, dude. Ooh, finally someone else got hit by a barrel. I'm so jealous. I'm just it's exciting to see someone else get annihilated by a barrel, I can't lie. And I guess you're so comfortable you sit there with your pants off. I mean, that could be true for me too, right? Since I've basically created a scenario tonight where I don't have to get up unless, you know, I need the bathroom. so I feel you. Come on, let's go. Shred it. Oh, okay. This is the only part that I wouldn't say. I mean, I know I'm just nitpicking now, but the part that kind of irritates me is having to chase down these last little itty bitty, because I'm actually right on the rim of the time, which is stinky. But anyway, it's okay. I'll make it. Self-expression is important. Exactly. Look, I can tell you guys one thing, and that is that I'm never gonna sit here and try to try to like not, I don't know, be me, I suppose, right? Because I'm not gonna be able to pull the act off convincingly. I'm always gonna swear. I'm always gonna say things where I might go like, did I just say that? But it's also because I feel comfortable, right? That's the thing, and I think that's also like a super important thing, because if I feel comfortable, then it's gonna just be like natural. It's just gonna be like hanging out with the boys, right? Which is kind of like what we're trying to do here. You can thermal bomb flyers too. Exactly. Like that. I feel like if somebody's trying to sell thermal bomb to you, that should be like the first thing that they put on there. By the way, you can thermal bomb fires. Okay, cool. Slap it on. Let's go. I'll use it. You've heard some fairly inventive swearing in a variety of languages, YT. Yeah. Look, in my travels, I've come across all people of all, how can I say, you know, nationalities, and I'm a bit of a collector of swear words, I suppose you could say. So I always make a mental note to remember the ones that I really like. I mean, I forget more than I remember, but I do try. Yuck. At this point in time, I kind of just want to let my inventory fill up, and my stash is full at the moment, and just let all this shit auto delete, because I don't really want anything. But yeah, yes, it is awesome when a bird gets bombed, because its little bits go flying everywhere, and I'm just a huge fan of that. So I couldn't agree more, dude. Okay, so I've been keeping an eye on the Discord, and I've been basically giving everybody access as they've been applying. So thank you so much for doing that. I really appreciate that. And so just as a reminder, the 10 people that are in there then, right, is we've got Ivory Colt, we've got Orion on 2nd, we've got Laura on 3, we've got Tonius on 4, we've got William on 5, we've got 6, we've got Mook Bars, 7 is Kasim, 8 is Arconus Wolf, 9 is Lord Jim Bob, and last but not least, number 10 is Travis. That's the list of 10. I can also probably post it in chat or something like that. But yeah, I have the list right here with my little pen and paper, so I'm keeping track of it. Tony, as you try to avoid Boomtown, it stresses you out. I'm such a fan of it because you can. It's that, and in my opinion, and once again, that and Chemplant are the two maps, the two expeditions that teach you about laning and like where to be in, if you're doing, like, for instance, if you're playing Pyromancer, like at which points you should be doing your skills, like where. So from which angles should you be using Heat Wave, and when should you be doing your Ash Blast overheat and that sort of stuff. And once I started playing those two expeditions a lot, actually more Chemplant, but Boomtown too, that really helps you to start to understand just the timing of your skills, when to use them, and that sort of thing. So that's the selling point for me of those two. They also coincidentally, I guess it's maybe not a coincidence, but they are the two expeditions on which the best world record finish times and things are set on. They're kind of like the litmus test for your character's build. So if you can do a Boomtown and a Chemplant really fast, then you know you've got a good build in your hands. Laura, so in the Discord, I will actually private message you the code. So that's also why I asked all of you to join the Discord, because then if you're in the Discord, I can see you in the list there, and I'll basically private message you the invite code. So that's how I will do it. So you don't have to be anywhere funny inside Discord. You kind of just have to have Discord open, and then you're good to go. And when I say, okay, cool, it's Laura's turn now, it's run number 3, then boop, I send you the invite code, and you jump in, and we get a cracking. I think, Tonius, I think I addressed your question then as well. Speaking of which, let me quickly do this. Get the invite code primed and ready to go. There we go. Done. Okay, the time is getting closer and closer and closer. We're about, I would say, probably about an hour, a little bit less than an hour away from it, so it's going to be fantastic. Kasim, the code will come through Discord, so I'm not going to post it in chat here. I'm actually going to private message you in Discord, so you'll get it in Discord. Arcanus Wolf, one word, stones. I hear you. Exotic, yeah. Look, the definitely Boomtown also teaches you to deal with pressure, right? Because especially that final room with Dr. D in is a tough room, but also Chem Plant, right? The room after, so what would that be? So you've got the first area, then you've got the first room, then you go through the doors, you go down the stairs. That third room before you get to the lift, that's also, both of those rooms teach you, you know, like you have to kind of play around what your character's good at. If you can take a lot of damage, you can just charge right in and be like an animal, or if you need to make a you know, if you're kind of squishy but you deal a lot of damage, then there's a lot of nooks and crannies where you can get into. Like for instance, that room that I was talking about right now, you can, as you come in, you can go to the right and sort of into that back room where the minions spawn out of, and you can literally stand there and just fire heat waves through the walls and basically, you know, thin out everybody. So it works really well. Mr. Majestic, how do you set up being the team leader in matchmaking with strangers? So if you, meaning like being the host, right? So if you play the game and you open up your game to people joining you, then you will be the host. If you say game with other people, then you'll actually join other people's games. So that's basically how it's controlled, between you being the host or not. Kasim, your gamer tag is Mr. Game Boy. Is it? Is that your name in Discord? Because I don't see a Mr. Game Boy here. So either you haven't joined or you're not here, because I don't see a Mr. Game Boy 1983 in Discord here. Wait, let me make 100% sure. Fucking text is so small, and I'm wearing oh, I see it, Mr. Game Boy 1983. I got you. So you're currently not online in Discord, I see, but yes, I see you here 100%. The Mad Fox, here's one from your ancestors for me to learn. Oh, a swear word. I'm gonna have a hard time pronouncing that. Pog Mothoin. It's Irish Gaelic for kiss my arse. That's a great one. Thank you. I'll write that one down, and I'll go insert it into the memory bags. William, yes. So when I'm playing a pyro, I'm playing debuff phaser. Look, I mean, it's phaser, right? It's this build that you saw here just right now. So the only real debuffs is the fact that I'm hitting guys with branded and stuff. But he is playing a debuff pyro. I believe he uses, heat wave, thermal bomb, and overheat. I think that's his skill setup. But I think his is a lot more what you would really consider to be a debuff, whereas mine is like essentially just setting it up with branded and then hitting like big phaser hits. But the branded, of course, benefits other people as well. So yeah. Eruption buff is coming. You can feel it, Tonius. Look, I hope so. But it's not coming soon, right? Because they've now shown that the patch next week is not really gonna change any skills, anything like that. It has a small change to the Borealis set. There was something else. I'm trying to remember now. It's something for Trickster, if I'm not mistaken. But actual skill buffs and stuff aren't in there yet. So that's probably, I guess, another patch down the line. And it looks like now that it takes them about 2 to 3 weeks every time they do a patch. So it's probably gonna be a bit. No, Tonius, the buffs is not on Tuesday. So what's in great, Kasim, thanks. I've got you there. As soon as it's time for your run, I'll be sending you the code, no problem. So if I quickly just check, let me get it open here quickly, right? And I can tell you exactly what's coming next week, because it was or it was on Reddit, not in Reddit. I was gonna say, like, why is this shit not pinned to the top? Ew. Okay, let me find it quickly. One sec. Okay, so it is as follows. They're improving the Xbox sign-in process. They're tweaking matchmaking to reduce the chance of you connecting to someone that's AFK. They're tweaking the blue flames from the broodmothers that AoE on the ground, so they're making the flames more visible. They're fixing a bug where scrap grenades stopped working after the cinematic. And they're changing this Borealis set change that I said before. So the old description increased weapon damage to frozen enemies. Now it just increases damage overall when you use Cold Snap, and hopefully that actually works now. Then they're fixing the Trickster's Hunt the Prey bug, which basically when you used Hunt the Prey and then it locked your skill bar and you couldn't do anything, and Hunt the Prey was, like, you know, stuck. That's being fixed. They're fixing Bloody Crush on the Devastator, so now Bloody Crush actually will work and will give you life gain based on the amount of bleed damage that you're dealing, which I think is huge. That's going to make Devastators like way more tanky, like way more than they already are. Then they've changed some wording on Ravenous Locust, which is a mod. They're fixing the thing where when you dismantle a mod and it's got or you dismantle an item and it's got a mod that you were supposed to get, but the notification doesn't come up. So they're fixing that so the notification actually comes up. Then they're fixing some stuff where, you know, some accolades which you weren't getting. So no buffs really at all. So that's coming down the line. I would say probably like a month from now, 3 weeks from now, something like that. Yeah, Ben, that's kind of like the same information that I have as well. So yeah. I was pretty close pronunciation with the first two parts, the last words. Okay, gotcha, Mad Fox. I'm good. I'll definitely put it into Google and hear the phonetic pronunciation so that I get it right the first time I tell someone to kiss my arse. Mook Bars, can you go last for carry? You're level 30 finishing up the campaign. Sure. So I will swap. I will basically move you then to the back part. No problem. No issue. Okay. Getting close. I think we got about another half an hour to 40 minutes and then it's gonna be go time. I have to say overall, I think it's a pretty good chance that Chem Plant is like my favorite expedition. I think so. I think there's a pretty good argument to be made for. Did this guy like not die, bro? What happened there? It kind of like glanced off that dude's forehead. Oh, there's the anomaly blades, which I so dearly love. I feel like the barrel was my target there. We'll just go right through the box there. I mean, why not? Ooh, that was a super slow finish, like a minute. Yuck. Which expedition would be my least liked? I think it goes hands down Paxian Homestead because of the final boss. Like, screw that guy. Ah, come on, with the frozen, it'll be there we go. Now, man. Come on. Roll, let's go. You got lucky once, that's not gonna happen again, my son. Ain't that kind of day. Ooh. See if I can hit this back row here. There we go. This build, I feel it plays a lot easier if you have someone else sort of like, I don't know, like attracting them so that you can spend more time like just basically setting up like the perfect shot. And that's I think where the satisfaction from this build comes from, is when you can get these massively long range phaser shots that just like clown everybody. Because now you've got this one stupid man running around there just acting the fool. I used to not like frontline because Moloch would always beat me like a red-headed stepchild, but once I got good at killing him, I didn't mind it too much. But I absolutely 100% understand the hate. It's not a great, it's a very difficult one for sure. I think I just shot that captain. Like, he wasn't even looking to be part of this situation, and it just didn't work out in his favor, right? See, that wider phaser just makes like a massive difference. It would have been cool if you guys just came running across the firing line there. I would have been real funny.
You know I met you in the dark, it was a Saturday night. Remember seeing you just dancing in the middle of the crowd. It was something about you, cause you got stuck in my mind. Stuck in my mind, stuck in my mind. I thought I'd give it a go and I started talking to you. I don't know what I said, but the next thing I knew is that I held you in my arms and you asked what we should do.
Picking off stragglers. Pretty much like going to the dentist. Like, I hate this. Did it just... Oh, these back guys never even like spawned. Well, I mean, welcome to the bonfire, fellas. Arcways is I never kind of got around to liking it as much as I know the community likes Arcways, but I definitely know that Arcwaves is seen as kind of like the expedition that most people get their first gold on. That's at least how I understand it. You guys are just gonna have to forgive me if I don't play this game. Damn, William, thank you so much. I need a barbecue ribs emoji. Dude, I need barbecue ribs, period. Screw the emoji. Yeah, look, I think a lot of people ran packs in my own state because they were told that it was basically the place where you go for a lot of the game's gear by certain people. So you all know what I'm talking about. So yeah, it's I think that's why a lot of people ended up playing Paxion like a lot, but it's a tough expedition because that final guy is like a serious test for most people, because he's also alongside with a behemoth, and you've got oh, I didn't get the branded off. There's a behemoth with him, there's flying shit with him. It's just a terrible time. Oh, that was just a straight up nasty shot. I hate that I have to waste a phase on you, but I mean, it is what it is, right? You want to get into trouble? That's how that shit works.
You know I met you in the dark, it was a Saturday night. Remember seeing you just dancing in the middle of the crowd. There was something about you.
Sometimes I feel like the run is like responsible or responsive rather enough, and other times I'm like, dude run, and I'm like, I feel like I'm stuck on molasses. Mr. Majestic, Heart of the Wild is probably the expedition that I've run the most. I don't know why, but for a long time I kept track of all of my runs, and I just basically wrote down what I got and all this shit. And for some reason I favored that like a lot. I think it was just monster maps are generally quite easy in terms of like the stuff running at you, so you don't have to do a lot of cleanup because they tend to just come directly for you.
We started walking the streets and then we stopped for a while and you said you wanna kiss me. I remember thinking, is this really happening? I never thought I'd meet someone so beautiful. I couldn't quite believe
Here we go.
Just kissing under street lights on our way back home. Our way back home. I said you can do what you want to with me. Yeah, I won't mind.
The cool kid, what's the point of the Lego guarantee and you still can't get to Ukagi Carl? So first of all, let's clear up just because I see a lot of people asking that and they're getting frustrated with the game, but it's the point is this: it's not a guaranteed, and that was actually very interesting because they spoke about that in today's update about the patch as well. It's not a guarantee. What the game does is it checks your inventory of what you're carrying, and then it checks the stuff that's in your stash and everything like that, and then gives another roll on the item for anything that you don't have. So you get another chance, but it's by no means a guarantee. It's still you know, another roll. So it's entirely possible that you can't get it, but I can tell you for a fact you can get Ukagi Cowl from the hunts. Not only are there tons of people that have posted screenshots of them getting it, there's videos of it on Reddit, everything like that. So if you're really looking for one specific legendary piece and you want to just you're tired of expeditions, you don't want to keep running the shit, I would seriously suggest to just do the hunts and just farm, you know, just repeat the hunts and try and get it. William, no problem. I've got you covered. So I think in any case, I'll just go straight to Discord and just get hold of you that way. Hey, Akari boots, love it. Grim Marrow. More like Grim, no thank you. I got my 3 spare torment and agonies here. My god, so many of that pistol, just so many. Guys, get the hype. It's literally less than a half an hour away, or a half an hour basically. Get excited. It's coming. I should do a whole stream just talking like Arnie. Although I don't know, that's gonna be difficult. It's gonna be like hard to keep up the entire time, but I definitely. Oh, this is a higher roll in terms of. It's like another 300 armor there. I'll hold on to it. I mean, why not? Why not? Even creating a new character and have some run you through your gog, you get a shot at the helmet. Yeah, exactly. I mean, basically you can get it any time now. So that was the thing that was holding back everything, because I noticed this when you see people, like when they catalog all the legendaries and stuff that they get, right, from 1 to 30, like 99% of the time that shit was cannonball. And I mean, that's where the meme comes from, right? It was either a weapon or whatever, but not like a death shield, you know, not like an Animoy or something like that, and then like, you know, cannonball. And that's because everything was locked behind this like level 48 monsters bullshit. And once they took that off, then suddenly you started seeing it basically come out. So yeah. You remember the good old days when sidearms were a Jaeger shot, Ethan? Yes, the early beginnings. I mean, it was that, right? It was sidearms and it was cannonball drops. I actually don't get that many sidearms anymore. Once again, obviously because they've opened up the looting, right? But I mean, it's definitely cannonball still good for a couple of jokes here and there, right? It still shows up every once in a while. Just wanted to say that bit with the techno build with both turret, love it. Cool kid, you're welcome. I appreciate the support and I'm glad that the videos helped you out. That is why I make them. So it's always good to hear that. I think I should probably go ahead and switch over to the techno. Here we go. What, blasting through my water here? What's up? Yeah, look, Tonius, I agree. I kind of like don't like any of the maps that have like a control zone in. I'm not like a huge fan of that, but I do have to say I like Drought Palace as well, because it can get super sweaty when, you know, Backstreet Boys shows up there at the end. And this you know, expedition is also a great like DPS check, because you have to kill those guys before they start firing off all their abilities, because once they start giving each other like you know, like they're giving each other shields and there's fucking anomaly blades lying somewhere for you to run through, and like one dude is like rezzing everybody and all that stuff. So yeah, it's le problemos. Fenrir, I think my suspicion is people are waiting for the actual stream to start. Oh, I think so. I mean, it could be that. It could just be that people want actually the carries to start, and then like just then overcharge me with Jägermeister, so I carry like an idiot. I don't know, right? It's crazy. Mr. Majestic, you love Drought Palace? Here we go. So let me go. Let me go like a rating system here, right? I would say it would go Chemplant, Boomtown, And this, last but not least, Paxi Homestead. Kiss my ass. So, yeah, it seems like we might have had like a short little hiccup there. But I mean, I'd rather want that to happen now than, you know, while we're doing the carries. So it should be back now. Let me know in chat. It seems to be some issue between Streamlabs and YouTube. But it seems to have resolved itself now. So I think we're okay. But let me know. Cornhole, hello, by the way. Thank you so much for joining the stream. I don't know if it's the bit rate that I'm using. I might be pushing it a little bit hard. But it's because I'm trying to stream at 1440, so that's a bit of a poo one, right? Okay, it seems to be working now again. Dave the Mantis, what's up? Thanks for joining the stream. William, that choice is entirely up to you. I mean, you can watch both or you can pick your favorite. That's up to you. Tex, I missed your message. John Wick is back with some more Outriders. Thanks, man. I appreciate the support. Welcome to the stream. Yeah, Roman, I see your message there as well about Boomtown. I have to admit, sometimes I just randomly die in the Dr. D room because I like misjudge like just how much damage I'm getting from him. It's also, he has like a shrapnel grenade ability that he uses, which is deceptively strong. Like it really hurts. William, so how it's gonna work, right, is we're both gonna be on Discord, and you'll be able to hear him when he's talking to me, but you won't be able to hear him when he's talking to his stream. So we're setting up separate channels so that otherwise it's just gonna be like overpowering, because you know he's gonna be yelling something at his stream and I'm gonna be, you know, saying something to you guys. So we'll be muting in between those sessions, but yes, you'll be able to hear me and him talking to each other, and the same thing on his side. So yeah. I think I'm gonna now, right before this festivities show up in earnest, I'm quickly gonna do a bathroom break right quick and actually just get a drink. So I'll be right back. 2 secs. Okay, here we go. So is it okay? So I just restarted like what is it called, OBS, like on the fly. So hopefully that's solved like the issue, but just let me know. It should be okay now. But no, it's Laura, it's not your phone, it's not anybody's device. The problem seems to be between OBS and YouTube. I've just adjusted the bitrate a little bit, and hopefully that's going to solve the problem as well. Came back smooth when I sat down. See, that's the point, right? I'm not supposed to leave. Alrighty, now I'm really good to go. Hopefully that buffering issue was a one-time only thing, right? So William, the issue, right, is Streamlabs is super resource hungry, or rather CPU hungry. And so to give you an idea, exactly the same setup that I have now in terms of stuff that's on the screen, my overlays and all of that, in Streamlabs that uses between 15 and 20% of my CPU. If I use OBS, I'm right now at the moment I'm using 2.4%, and it's exactly the same thing. And it's basically the way how the two different platforms work with overlays and that sort of thing. I definitely think that I could probably optimize Streamlabs to be a lot better, but Streamlabs obviously has fantastic features and things like that, but I just think like OBS has a much smaller footprint in terms of resources on your machine, and especially because I'm trying to push out 1440 instead of 1080, because I'm using like 4K recording for my camera and then downsizing it like into the stream. So any kind of like pressure that I can take off my CPU and stuff like that, I'm gonna go for. I will tell you this, and I don't think these are on my channel anymore. I think I privated them ages ago, but when I started this whole thing, and now we're talking like last year, probably like September or something like that, right at the beginning when I started, I was using Streamlabs, and at that stage I was streaming things like Destiny, and I did a little bit of Warzone and stuff like that, and my PC was suffering, dude. So yeah, it was a bit of a problem. Yeah, Fenrir, that is something is definitely not loving the connection here, because I'm getting these drop frame notifications now, guys. I just need to try and figure this out quickly, what's causing the issue here, because I don't want these hiccups to happen. Of course, now it'll be the night that we want to do this co-stream that we get this weird shit happening, but let me quickly see what the dealio is. Okay, that seems to be okay. Okay, so yeah, let's see. I'm messing around with the bitrate and stuff like that to try and figure out what's happening. But I'll keep plugging away at it. It seems to be okay now. I also just think I just also want to make sure that my performance in the game is still kind of saucy, so that's good. Yeah, Dave, I'm currently messing with a whole bunch of settings and stuff like that to try and see if I can get it sorted. It is a little bit irritating. Mrs. Measure is using the microwave? No, Mrs. Measure is watching some Netflix. So and if Netflix is the thing that's causing this, I think we have a bigger problem. So yeah, 100%. Tonius GPU, you really want to upgrade your 1080? So I've got a 3090 in here. So it's good. I think it's overpower. I mean, I think the 3060, the 3070, the 3080, those are all fantastic cards. So yeah, Roman, just don't step on the vomit. Ado Titan, what's up? Thanks for joining the stream. She's gonna have to download her shows before the stream. Nah, I think we'll be fine. I mean, every time when I'm streaming, she's watching stuff. So yeah, look, the prices for GPUs already, you can just go on price check and stuff. You can see that it's gradually dropping down. I think in the last month, there's been at least a 6 to 8% drop in GPU prices. So I think if you hang on another 2 or 3 months, the prices are going to come down like pretty decent, I would say. Ado Titan, do you think I could do a carry on Eotis? I need to get it down on 3 characters. One of them is not that strong in survival. Ado, we can definitely look at doing that down the line. The slots for carries for tonight is full for this co-stream event, but this is obviously not the last time that we're doing something like this. I can also advise you to check out the other guy that's going to be joining just now, who's also an Outriders content creator. Ben Lee, he also does carries, and I know he'll be doing a whole bunch of them over the weekend. The link to his channel is in the description of this video that you're watching right now. So if you don't come right by the time I do the next carry stream, we can 100% have a look at that. But the slots for tonight is unfortunately full at the moment. No, Ben, sorry, William, I've got a list of 10 and Ben's got his own list of 10. So we're doing 20 expeditions in total. So yeah. Mr. Majestic, I did. So I went the route of with my graphics card. I bought an entire system because that's one of the easiest ways to secure one of these GPUs at basically a price where you're not being gouged by a scalper or, you know, something like that. So yeah. Let me just quickly see one thing here. So I'm just reading up a little bit as to what might be causing this funky issue that I'm having on OBS. So all of them are saying that what I should be doing is a custom buffer size. Let me see if I can figure out. So I'm just trying to see what's causing this issue. So we can try and keep this situation from blocking our fun, right? Where is... Why am I not seeing custom buffer size? Yes, custom buffer size. I'm just trying to figure out what's causing these dropped frames, as I said. And I'm not entirely sure where this setting is basically in OBS. So I'm just trying to figure out what that is. Arconus Wolf, yeah, but I mean he wants to do he wants to do Eye of the Storm, and I don't know if, I mean I'm sure we can probably do Eye of the Storm. I thought we were just doing CT carries though. That's the thing. Eye of Storm is a little bit of a different time investment. Output settings, I'm checking that right now. So I've got bitrate here, profile, GPU, blah blah blah, that's all there. I cannot find it for the life of me. Them boys, we have a full list at the moment. If anybody falls out, then we can probably try and make a plan. But at the moment right now, we have a full list. And Ben just messaged me and let me know that he's busy starting up, so it looks like we are almost we're almost good to go. Fenrir, definitely I'll have a look at that. But what's funny for me is that this is the first time that I'm actually seeing this issue now. This hasn't really happened before. So this is a funny little situation that's sort of like happening now all of a sudden. I might just also need to make sure Ben's just had a buffering blob too, so it might be YouTube having fun. See, that's my feeling. I kind of feel like this is a YouTube thing, because I've never had this issue happen before. I've never had to adjust my bitrate before anything, so this just could be YouTube being a little bit naughty. So I'll definitely keep an eye on it and make sure that it stops being. It could also just, I don't know, maybe it's just a case of we have to get going as well, and then maybe once we're actually doing the runs, it won't be a bit of an arse. But I think in the meanwhile, Ivory, if you're on, I'm gonna send you the invite code, and you can get ready, because you can join in. I think we're about ready to get started, so feel free to jump on in. But yeah, I think you a little bit of a knob, right? Ivory, so I just sent you the invite code in Discord. You can go ahead and jump in. I think I'll be probably hosting the first one. Let me quickly chat with Ben. I have faith in you, Ivory. I definitely think you're gonna kick some ass for sure. Arconus, you're not feeling good. You're dropping out. Okay, 100%. I hope it's nothing serious. Oh, Fenrir, thank you so much for the donation. I appreciate it. I hope you feel better, man.
Oh, yeah.
Fenrir, my dude, thank you so much. So that means I have a slot open. So if anybody wants the slot, let me know. I don't think we're gonna end up doing Eye of the Storm though, so it'll just be a CT15 carry for someone that's looking for it. I think them boys, but I think them boys was also looking for Eye of the Storm, and yeah, we won't be doing Eye of the Storm tonight.
Yeah.
Oh man, Sinus, that's not great. Mr. Majestic buffering demons attacking Ben. Oh shit. It's just typical, right? It's always the times when you desperately don't want things to not work out, right? You're just trying to do something.
Oh yeah.
Then boys, I can put you on for like a CT15 carry if that's what you're looking for. I have one slot available, so let me know if you feel like it. Fenrir, love you, man. Thank you so much for the donations.
Oh yeah.
I think I'm just gonna go ahead and pour that first Jägermeister already, because I see it's coming. There we go. Hopefully the dude, the ice is even like stuck to the bottle. That's nuts. Hopefully christening this with the Jägermeister stops these buffering issues that we're having. Them boys, cool. I've got you on the list. You are on there.
Oh.
Gotta get that nectar poured. Ice cold. I love my little custom cooling solution that I made here. I think that's 10, right? Are we up to 10? This connection shit is starting up again. Terrible YouTube. Stop it. Yeah, it's dropping frames like crazy. It definitely seems to be a YouTube issue. I'm also checking now. There's like outages being reported by people. YouTube. Yeah, this buffering issue is a real pain in the ass right now. It seems to be back now again. Ivory, it booted you out of the game. Oh, we got Ben Lee in here. Let me see.
Hello.
What is up, man? How are you?
Oh man, I'm so hyped for this.
Yes. The hype is real. So guys in chat, let me know if you can hear Ben. Not hit Ben, definitely don't hit him, but let me know if you can hear him. I just want to make sure that it's going.
Yeah, I can see you spiking on my audio, so guys as well, same for me.
Yeah, so question, are you also having some weird connectivity blips and things like that?
I was actually, yeah. I was I had something running in the background. I had some updates running in the background, which I actually disabled, which I shouldn't have happened, but I did have that. And now I'm keeping a very close eye on mine. I actually turned my my bandwidth down a little bit.
So your bitrate, you changed your bitrate a little bit?
Yeah, my bad. Yeah, I turned it down a little bit. Only about like 300. I normally run at 5,000. I put it down to 4.7 because I run it in 1080. But if you run it in 1440, yours is going to probably be a lot higher than that.
Yeah, I'm running quite a bit more, but actually, I think that I might just quickly try drop it a little bit as well. So let me do that while I have you on here. The guys are saying they can hear you fine, so that's good.
And have you had a Jaeger yet?
I have. I just had my 10th dono, so that was of course a Jaeger trigger for me. So yeah, that happened. Okay. Fantastic. Nice. Cheers. They're saying they can barely hear you, so I am going to up your volume a little bit. One sec.
All sound and voices are great, but at least that's my end. Majestic's got 2 devices running both streams.
Oh my god, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Music is too loud, so okay, I'm just doing a couple of tweaks here to get your voice out nicely. Let me do that.
Yeah, no worries, man. Well, I'm gonna start drinking beer.
Do that.
Good idea. I'll grab a beer too. YTS. Yeah, no, yeah, absolutely grab beer. Right, this is something I'm gonna say out to both streams as well because I'm not sure about yourself, but this is my first time doing a collab stream. So as much as it's a really good experience,
Causing just massive amounts of issues here. I don't understand this. This is just crazy.
bear with. How about turning down from 1440 to 1080?
Yeah, I might end up actually doing that. So let me see.
It's fine. Take your time. Get it sorted. We'll have a chill. It's fine. I'm just drinking a beer anyway, so all is good here.
Yeah. Okay, I just dropped it down considerably.
You dog.
Yeah, I don't really understand what is causing the issue here, but I've dropped it all the way down now. Actually, let me do the next thing. Let me switch to 1080p.
Okay.
I mean, I'm literally going through all of the potential options here.
Yeah, fine. As I said, take your time, man. It's all good. Technical things happen. I had to turn off my multi-streaming because it wasn't working.
Okay, let me quickly. Okay, so now we're on 1080p. If this doesn't work, then it's going to make me cry a little bit. just a smidge.
It's all good. Well, I've ended up back in...
Yeah, it kicked you and Ivory unfortunately out now again, so please do join again. It's obviously the same invite code.
Yeah, it's fine. Me and Ivory are in a fight together here, but it's fine. We'll get that sorted. We'll come back to you.
Yeah, Ben is so yeah, people are just asking where you're based, obviously. I have to get used to this whole like having to mute and all that. It's going to be a bit of a learning
exactly
of
what
a
I was just telling.
of a learning curve, right?
That is it. So yeah, I was kind of doing this call out to both streams. So as I said, bear with us guys, because we've got mute buttons to mute ourselves so we don't talk over each other's streams if we're answering questions stuff. But this is a learning curve for us as well, so just bear with us if we end up talking over each other a bit. But we're gonna have fun. It's gonna be a blast anyway.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Okay, so this is about as good as I can get it now in terms of this here. I think we should go ahead and just try and do one run and see what happens. But it seems to be stable now, I would say.
Yeah, because I joined just then. I had the yellow connection bar come up, then it disappeared.
Yeah.
Which is sweet, so we're good. But it doesn't matter because playing debuff Pyro, I don't need a good connection anyway. I'll just smash things.
Yeah, I on the other hand have to shoot stuff with bullets, so I'm hoping that I can manage that fairly well.
It's all good.
Okay, Ivory, you could go ahead and jump back in. I'm sorry for all the run around. That's on me.
It's all fine, man.
But I mean, I don't want to.
Tasty.
What are you having? What type?
I've got Budweiser.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I quite like Bud. It's quite sweet for it's lager, but yeah, it's quite sweet, man. It's good.
Okay, here we go. Ivory's coming in, so we're about to kick this event off in earnest. Let's see.
Super hyped. Any expedition, as long as it's maybe not Paxian.
Yeah. We'll actively avoid Paxian for tonight. That's for sure. Like I'm at the point where I'll rather take Eye of the Storm than Paxian.
Yeah. I don't mind Paxian. But
Okay,
yeah,
we'll start off with a nice chem plant. A nice chem plant.
Lovely.
Good old. How can I say faithful?
I've got to say, I think Chemplant is my favorite out of all the expeditions. I love Chemplant. I love the way it flows.
Yeah, absolutely,
nice.
absolutely. Okay, so what I was noticing as well is it was actually dropping me in Discord as well. So
Interesting.
so that hints to me to a big this is a bit of a problem, because obviously if it does this now during a run, then it's going to end up dropping, you know, people. What a complete cock up. Could not connect to servers. Yeah, I just got disconnected from the servers completely.
Yeah, you're dropping in and out of Discord here.
Yeah, so what I'm actually contemplating doing now is doing like a complete like cycling of my yeah, which is a hell of a problem, right? But I mean, I have to do this now because it's not working as it is. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna cycle my network completely. So unfortunately, that's gonna murder the stream. But I'm gonna have to come back. So I'm gonna quickly do that. Give me like 5 to 10 minutes. Everybody that's in chat right now, please do join again. It'll be a completely new stream, and yeah, hopefully we can sort this out. Sorry, Ben, for this. I really do apologize.
I'll teach you how to not have to do a new stream.
Okay.
I know a way around that. I'll teach you that at some point after the stream. All right.
Okay, 100%. Sounds good.
To have pre-scheduled it.
Yeah, which I never do, so that's definitely a problem. But okay, cool.
Yeah, I'll talk to you about that.
Okay, 100%. I'll be back in like 5 to 10 minutes.
All right, no worries, man.
Okay.